Oh, hey everyone. You know, Samus is always down in dark caves, so I thought I could at least record an intro from a storage closet. Last episode, Samus explored Norfair, Criteria, and she even found the Chozo ruins. She expanded her arsenal quite a bit with things like the power grip and the ice beam, so she's really increased her mobility. In this episode, Samus heads towards Kraid, or Kraid, as we say. I discovered that the struggle is, in fact, very real. Josh finds out something that we all know about Samus, and this episode definitely ends on a cliffhanger. Right. Oh, we're headed to, so we've been to Criteria, Norfair, now we're headed to Kraid.
I believe it's pronounced Kraid. Dude, you gotta hurry. The other one's gonna unfreeze. You froze them in the wrong order. Oh, you made it! I take back everything I said. It was the perfect order.
Oh, it was the perfect order.
Did you freeze him as you jumped on top of him?
Yeah, like maybe a die-hard shooting down.
Dude, that's advanced. Where are we at right now?
I don't know. We're over to the side of Brinstar. We want to go up, so I'm going to go down around to the elevator.
That is totally not relevant to this story. I come around the corner with I was like, oh, I need this to solve a problem. And she's there, right there in the kitchen, wearing a dress. And I was like, oh, you kind of scared me. This is my brain. And I was like,
oh, sorry.
Did you just die?
Well,
Samus is a girl? Samus is a girl? Samus is a girl? Oh, Kraid.
No.
Welcome to Kraid.
That's right. We're going down here to the Kraid postage stamp.
Oh, look
museum.
at postage stamp. Wait, are we in Kraid?
No, I think we're still headed to Kraid.
Oh, so they were just giving it. Once again, this game likes to tease.
It does.
They give you a little taste.
My first run through of this was way better. So that door up there is where the hot lava land was, where I died. I'm not going to go back in there. I think it's probably...
This is also hot lava land? How often do you use the term caustic?
Well,
on a daily basis?
No, not daily.
Weekly basis?
Rarely am I in a place where things are burning me. So
that's good.
As often as is relevant.
Look at the map. Sometimes it's
important.
You
know what? I gotta go back to that hallway and go all the way down. I do apologize, just literally to everyone on the planet Earth.
Wow. Are they all watching right now?
I can only hope.
You said that Super Nintendo is the best system of all times.
I think so. Probably, again, I think there's nostalgia there, but...
For you personally. And it sounds like you wanted that system so bad for Christmas you could taste it.
Yeah.
But then your brother ruined it.
Right.
So when did you get a Super Nintendo?
I never did.
That's why you think it's the best. It's because it's...
Well, maybe.
The white whale.
Yeah, I've never had one. I've definitely had tons of friends with them.
Are you sure we want to go... Try to go down that... That's what I'm here for.
So I gotta have the speed booster for that one.
Oh, speed booster.
Can I run?
Is this not where we need to go down?
This is. This room is. Now we're really doing something. Okay.
Is this new? No. Are you saying we haven't been doing something up to this point?
I'm just saying it's questionable. Okay. Ice beam coming in handy. Alright, we're back on track now.
Missile tank. Woo woo.
We are
45 missiles.
Back on the old track.
Oh man.
Okay. And then down here and here. And we filled in a little map square, which does make me feel better.
Good. I like to fill in map
squares. A giant
squares.
room with mostly blue but one gray map square.
Doesn't feel good.
No.
Nope. Okay. Just that.
I gotta go. I know it's just because I didn't jump in the right corner of the room, but...
Are you sure you want to save? You didn't ask me. I thought we were a team.
No, but I don't...
There's a decision to be made, and you just...
Simple thing. It's like, do you want to eat dinner tonight? Yes or no? Probably. So we're going up.
There we go.
Okay. We finally have made it back.
Thank goodness. 2 in star.
I can't believe I died
Bryn
already.
star.
Although we did choose normal difficulty, so it must. I mean, it's normal.
So you've died one time.
Yeah, it's normal to do that.
You keep telling yourself that if it makes you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's totally normal. Totally normal. It's fine. Oh, the Lion King bug. That's it. So you never owned a Super Nintendo, but you think it's the best?
Yeah. I mean, you think about, what would you say, just off the top of your head, not having asked you to
I feel a lot
any,
of pressure now. Why are you putting so much pressure on me?
It's a pressurized question, but not having done any research whatsoever or real thought into it, what would you say are like your top 5 games?
Yeah.
Yours.
Yeah. Perfect Dark.
Okay, well, gosh. All about it.
Donkey Kong.
Hmm?
Donkey Kong Country.
Donkey Kong Country, okay.
Yeah, honestly, I'm towing with Donkey Kong Country 64 because I know it was. I know it was a horrible game in a lot of ways.
No, I love it.
I really enjoyed it at the time.
Yeah.
I'd never played Banjo-Kazooie.
I never have either.
I never played. There's a lot of other games. Man, it's hard. I love Jet Force Gemini. That was super fun, but it didn't last long. The story.
I've never played that either.
At some point, it's fun because you play as the guy and you play as the girl, and they have different abilities. And then you play as the dog.
Oh.
And even better than that, the dog gets upgrades. Talk about like Metroid upgrades.
That's awesome.
The dog, you can get like rocket pack boots on the dog, and then you can get like tank tread.
He's like kind of like Rush.
Like what? Never played Rush.
Did you ever play Mega Man?
Nope, never played Mega Man.
Oh gosh, there's a lot of holes here, Josh.
I know.
But I think this is like the difference between like a Nintendo kid and a not.
Why? I'm a Nintendo kid.
Are you though?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, so that's.
What if I mentioned that was not on Nintendo?
Okay, true, but true. I can't disagree with you, but I also don't agree with you.
Recently, Celeste was a game that got me back into kind of video games, you know?
Okay.
So if I have to pick 5, I'm going to say Celeste. Have you played Celeste? I think I've sent it to you when it was on sale for the Switch.
Yeah, I know a good bit about it. I've never played it.
Oh, no,
I do
so
want to. I intend to because it looks good.
Celeste, Perfect Dark, Halo, because I have a lot of good memories with friends. That's 3, right?
Mm-hmm. I guess these are not in any particular order.
What? You're asking a lot of me, okay? You said no pressure.
That's true.
Now all of a sudden you're putting tons of pressure.
That's true.
Donkey Kong Country. Man, one of the things I love about video games is even just like mentioning a game, I get these like emotional feels, and I remember that point in my life and the people who were important to me, and I remember a lot of times
maybe like who you played with,
and also especially when I was younger. You went through things to get games. At least I did. Like, I had to earn money. Like, I remember working real hard to earn money to buy Donkey Kong Country. I remember before Perfect Dark came out. Mm-hmm. This is before broadband fast internet. So we had dial-up internet. I don't even know if we had...
Was Perfect Dark like an online
No,
game?
but I read about it online.
Oh, I got you.
Like, I was in freshman or sophomore year in high school, and they they had this campaign online where they did like a website about the evil corporation, and
I do
like I was super into it.
There's something to like the games that you like really research and follow.
Oh yeah, the build up is huge.
That's a big investment.
And because it was rare, you know, and they made GoldenEye, and I loved GoldenEye, and I loved Donkey Kong. I knew they were a good company. Like I liked their games.
Yeah.
I remember spending like 4 hours downloading like a 30-second teaser clip,
like
for
a size, like a literal size.
Literally, like a quick time. But it was just the excitement of it all. What would you say your top 5 are?
Let's see. Well, I do stand by greatest game of all time, factually.
Tell me.
And my preference, but Ocarina of Time just cannot be beat. Although, you know, if we're just considering well, I mean, there's no consideration. I would say Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah.
If there's any game that can make me think that Ocarina of Time's not the greatest, it's Breath of the Wild, and that's just because Breath of the Wild's incredible.
Right.
Super Metroid is a contender.
On the Super Nintendo, the best
right. So you're
system
gonna see a theme, right?
ever created, which you have never owned.
Right. You'll see a theme. So I think Super Mario World is that's so disheartening. Super Mario World. There's a lot of Marios too. I think Mario Galaxy, Mario Brothers 2.
You've done way more than 5.
I have.
You're cheating.
I do think Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong Country 2 is the best one, but I probably
Really?
have more fond memories of Donkey Kong Country because of the people I played it with. Because I
Yeah.
always played co-op, like the let's see. Mega Man 3. I know people say Mega Man 2 is like the best. It is good and it's awesome, but 3 is my favorite.
What'd you like about it?
Well, I don't know why, but as a kid, Magnet Man was my favorite boss.
Really?
Yeah, he's just so
Really stuck with you.
He's really nerdy, I guess, but
So you identified with Magnet Man?
maybe
Is that what
so.
happened?
Maybe, but that's another one I have memories of playing with my friend Brian Rooks at sleepovers all the time. Yeah, a lot of good ones.
What is this guy? He's like
the
big
little eyeball
eyes.
thing?
He reminds me of those. Have
All
you
right.
ever seen those toys, puppets, where you put the eyeballs like around your fingers or something? Nope, you haven't.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense. It's okay.
I was gonna give you a choice, but I've now realized I don't have a choice, so I have to go up. I was gonna say you want this door or that door, but I see now we have to go to this door.
These are like.
Mario Galaxy is incredible.
Never played it. I know.
Joshua. You like Link's Awakening, right?
Oh yeah, I played it on Game Boy Color.
Yeah. DX. Link's
DX?
Awakening. Link's Awakening DX is the one.
Oh,
Deluxe
yeah.
is the one on Game Boy Color.
I played Pokemon.
Oh man, I left out Pokemon altogether. So I think
you
for
were-
me, Pokemon Gold and Silver is where the series was at its best.
Really?
So the remake, like Gold and Silver,
Yeah.
were good too. But Red and Blue, I remember getting the Game Boy Color with Pokemon Red.
Yeah. So I had the original Game Boy. I mentioned my brother, 10 years older than I. We pulled our money together after Christmas. Smart move on his part.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you know what? We both like video games.
We could do this thing.
We should
together.
totally. And I was very young at the time. But we pulled our money together. I was probably like 5 or 6. He would have been 15 or 16. And bought an original Game Boy.
Oh.
And so, and then years later, I busted that Game Boy out to play Pokemon Blue.
Oh. I didn't know you played.
Yeah, Pokemon Blue, loved
Okay.
it. Then, that's a fun zip line. Whee! Then I actually the Game Boy died,
Oh.
and I legit.
Which is weird because they're famous for never dying.
You know what? Did it die?
I
What
bet
happened?
It's probably in a closet somewhere.
Maybe it didn't die, but I just decided I really wanted a Game Boy Color.
I mean, that's a good upgrade. That was when
Maybe
Pokemon came out, I think.
So whatever it was, I was probably a freshman in high school or in 8th grade. And this reminds me of a Tremor from the movie Tremors.
Right, with Kevin Bacon.
Good call. They have like 13 of those now, I'm pretty sure. But I got a green Game Boy Color.
Me too, the lime one.
Yeah, it's the best one. And then, because I really think I broke my Game Boy somehow. But I really wanted it to beat Pokemon. And the odd thing was, I bought the Game Boy Color. I had to, earn money, or I had to pull out of my savings. And then I beat Pokemon in like literally 5 minutes. I was like, oh.
What?
Well, I guess you can keep playing, but I remember kind of getting to Mewtwo or whatever, and I was like, oh.
In 5 minutes?
At that point, I had played so much on my old classic Game Boy, and I was like, Cool, I've got so much more to play. And I could have kept playing, obviously. But I got Link's Awakening, and man, that was super fun on Game Boy Color.
Link's Awakening is great, yeah. Similarly, I would give Link to the Past like a shout out for the. I mean, more than a shout out, it's great too.
Just a shout out.
In terms of like greatest games or whatever.
So tell me about the Tremor you're battling right now. Clearly the zip line. This seems kind of easier than the last boss.
Well, it's a little.
It looks
bit,
like you just. Oh, now it's getting harder. I spoke too soon.
Or
I jinxed it.
Oh. Okay. We did it. We have done it.
We did it.
Ooh, now do you want to go
It has been
down
done.
here? Oh, okay. So
That's exactly where I want to
I
go.
also
Make
took
it,
your.
oh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Well, we can't go in underwater. Or lava sand.
Okay. Well, is there anything to be had? Okay. Here's a
Come on.
place.
Can you get up there? Ledge. Alright, we got the eyeballs. They're like little eyeball
Like crabs? Snail crabs?
snail
Kind
crabs.
of nice. Okay, they just go underneath. Well, I'm gonna call that.
So we just got missiles? That's it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we want a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, when did you get more life? You have 2 life.
Oh, it's on the zip line, the first one.
Oh.
We just ran right into it.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay. Crab
So do you
people.
have a capacity of 2 extra lives?
Yeah, so now we have 4 plus 2 pink dots of 99.
Now, the pink dot system, was that original to this game? The original Metroid?
There were energy tanks in the original Metroid. I don't think they were
But
pink.
But it was, but you did have energy tanks. I just know that game was super hard.
Yes. Yeah. Because one of the famous codes, the Justin Bailey code, will get you.
Who's Justin Bailey?
I'm not convinced he's a real person.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's just kind of a random sequence of letters that happen to work. But it would get you like all the upgrades, and I think it was the one that put Samus in like a bikini or something for the whole game.
In the original?
Yeah.
That was a thing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Duh.
Totally.
They knew their market.
Yes.
Lonely middle school boys.
Poor things. Okay. Now. Okay, we're still headed to Kraid.
Kraid! Oh, what is that? We've seen those before.
Yeah, we've come through here. I guess what we came
Woo!
in there to do was to get. We beat that boss. What did he give us? We got an energy tank out of it.
That was kind of a lame gift.
Well, I mean, it's good, but I feel like. Am
Tremor,
I forgetting it?
I was not impressed with the Tremor boss. He wasn't my favorite boss.
No, I like the Centipede boss better, I guess.
Yeah, Centipede Sam.
Yes.
Woo! Those guys, their wings look like lettuce.
Yeah. They were in the original one, and I always thought that too, because that actually is like a pretty close approximation to what they did.
Thank
look like.
you. Oh, you were complimenting the creators. No.
Well, no, I thought they looked like lettuce.
Yeah. So, I wonder, I would have loved to have been at the table when the creators of this game were talking about what to keep, what to get rid of, and I wonder if in the notes it was like, keep lettuce wings.
Lettuce wings, yeah.
The lettuce wings
Nothing is more alien than
are a must.
a lettuce wing. All right, so you can help me remember. Things with an open circle mean there's still an item there.
Oh, so things to the far right?
Yeah.
That
was
thing
it.
to the far right.
That was an
Yeah,
energy tank we just saw we couldn't get.
Oh.
But things with a white square are where there used to be a white circle, and then we filled it in. And got
Oh,
it.
okay.
So that's just a little clue.
Good.
We are
So
headed down.
Kraid.
I think we're going to try and get to Kraid. You think that's doable?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's try and get to Kraid. Left or right? Either way.
Left.
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 Okay.
You're right. Can you not blow up that We'll go to the left, see what's in there.
Let's go.
Hopefully we don't get locked in there. So green means you're locked in. Blue means it's safe. Another zip line. I love these things.
If only I could
Whoa!
get to it.
Oh man, another game that's really good, a newer game, is Unravel 2. I gotta say that might be...
You've touted that one a lot.
I know, it's because really that's the game... So Super Mario World is the game that I kind of pulled my wife into video games with me. So we played through Super Mario World. So the first game, modern game I guess, was Unravel 2. So you're two yarn figures and you're connected, and it's a puzzle platformer. So you are trying to figure out how to get from point A to point B on the screen, basically.
Okay.
And
like so many platforms.
it's fun, yes. Oh, you did it!
The hardest
For whatever
challenge of the
reason,
game.
that missile tank in particular feels
Like a victory.
really,
for sure.
really satisfying. So you're connected. So you oftentimes will have to work together cooperatively, and because you're yarn people, you have yarn between you, and you like swing from one location to another.
Are you
or
attached?
you have to pull. You're attached, so you might pull things across the screen and you're mini yarn creatures in this like realistic world, and so it's a beautiful background. One level has a lighthouse. One level you're in a forest, and there's like a turkey chasing you, and so there's high stakes. That turkey's coming after you, and the music is really beautiful.
See, who comes to a game for music? People stay for music.
No one comes to a game for music, but it does add to the experience. That is for sure.
No, what is that? Okay, so we can't get in there. Or the
What do we
other
need?
place. I don't know. Some little V for victory sign. Oh, we can get in here. So you like the game because of turkeys?
Yep, basically.
Okay. And Ashley likes the turkeys as well?
Big fan of the turkeys. No, we like the game because it's a puzzle platformer,
Big fan of the turkeys.
and it was really fun to figure it out together, and it's a slow pace, so you kind of almost have to think about it.
Okay. A cerebral experience, perhaps? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times the solution is not obvious how to get from point A to point B. More missiles? Yes.
A lot going on in this room.
So the creatures we are fighting are not Metroids, correct?
No.
They are space pirates?
As of yet, we haven't... Okay. Lore question, huh? As of yet, we haven't found any Metroids. So Metroid, do you know what they look like? They're little jellyfish kind of.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it.
And, know where to go on in here. These creatures that we're finding are like Zebesians? Creatures from planet Zebes.
Oh, so then Samus knows them very well because she grew up with them.
Right, they're basically childhood friends.
So for her, are these like I was gonna say, like, are these like chipmunks and squirrels to her and birds? Like,
Oh, maybe. Interesting. I mean, what a terrifying childhood if
Yeah.
that's the case, but
why do you think? Whoa, that was cool. How'd you do that?
I got
was
excited
like,
about the cancer.
Ooh, it
Map
was
room.
immersive, but
I'm trying to find
oh,
Kraid.
what's happening now?
Oh,
Did we plug our
There we
cannon?
go. Well, we're still not connected to the postage stamp.
Ah, I just want to get to the postage stamp. Kraid.
Kraid. I think there's a way.
Oh! Why did it say Kraid on the left side of the screen?
Because that's the name of the region,
That we're in?
as well as the hideous monster that.
Oh,
resides
so are
there.
we in Kraid?
We are in Kraid.
Oh, we're just not in the postage stamp. of
Right.
Kraid.
We're not in the wax museum of Kraid yet.
The Wax Museum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stand by that.
You stay. Sure.
Yeah. I really want to get to that Wax Museum.
I think it's through here. Yeah, because you can see up in the top right, our map is. Okay, we've been here before. Our map is slowly leading us down a gray path.
What have you enjoyed most about playing Metroid so far? In this game,
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
playthrough, other than my company and
Well-
my commentary.
I do think there is a new memory being made,
Yeah,
you know?
memory maker.
That's right. And I think what I like about it, I have played it, so it's familiar. And
Yeah.
I would say Metroids have a certain taste to them. So, I don't know how you would shoot that.
So that certain taste being
I mean, there's like, everything's kind of creepy and...
bomb. Can you not put a bomb on it?
No.
Oh, you have to shoot a rocket.
Yeah.
What if you do the left trigger or right trigger where it points down? Can you point it slightly down? Yeah. Oh, but you would have to be in a ball. You might have to get it from underneath.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's just maybe.
So yeah, I've enjoyed, like, the Metroid flavor I like.
Yeah. Flavor being.
It's creepy, but like you're pushing through as the more you
Yeah,
explore, like you get
yes.
more powerful. Like there's a cool,
Right.
I guess, empowerment. To
Right,
it all.
you're kind of ramping up your abilities.
Mhm. So I don't know if we can get down this way. My guess is we've got to go back up and like around. I think it's a good. It's a good game, like a good game series to like spend time with.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Because like it gives you, if you're spending time with it, like it gives your mind, I guess, a chance to like think about like everything that's happening, everything that's going on. Because then it's like, well, what if I went? It's kind of like doing a puzzle, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta find a way up there, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like you doing a puzzle, you won't get it all on your first try.
Sure. But you get better.
Yeah.
Now, would this be defined as a puzzle platform? Or?
I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's mostly like an exploration.
But it is a platformer, right? No?
I guess in like a really specific sense, yeah.
How would you describe a platformer?
Platformer is like mostly centered around just like acrobatics, I would say.
Really?
Yeah. Like what can you do?
Isn't Super Mario a platformer?
Yeah, and I would say that's like a lot of that is about like how can you get where you want to go with kind of the jumps really that you have.
Says the guy who's trying to get where he needs to go via the jumps. So why would this not be a platformer?
Because I think it's more about the tools that you have. Like there's jumping for sure, but I wouldn't call that necessarily the focus of all this.
Alright, so why was it Metroid? So you said Metroid, there's a lot of payoff as you go, but why did you want to play through this series in its?
Well, so I'm sure everybody knows, but Metroid Dread is coming out right in October.
Right. So as we're playing this now, Metroid Dread is coming out in 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah. So,
which is
and
the
Metroid Dread is the
conclusion, right?
conclusion. And now, what is it? Stay tuned for the conclusion. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's part 5 of a currently 4-part. I guess you call it saga. And
Yeah.
so this is part 1. And so it just seemed like
Part 1. What's part 2? Super,
Metroid Samus Returns.
which is on the Game Boy.
The original's on the Game Boy, yes, and then they did a remake for the 3DS.
Okay.
And I have never played. Okay, I see now. I've never played the original or the remake, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I'd like to. I don't know if we'll get to play that one. I don't know if I have a way to do it.
So that's the second one. Then the third one is the Super Nintendo.
Super Metroid, yeah.
Super Metroid.
And all these games open up with like the number like Metroid 2, Metroid 3. So they even consider themselves like part of that same kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it feels like there's the 2D platformers kind of have their own saga series, and so that is going to be the conclusion of it. Where the Prime are all the 3D ones, Metroids considered primes?
Yeah. I feel like they're mostly standalone, but I think they do kind of officially fall in a timeline. Like I think the Prime games fall more or less like after this game, but before all the others. So like enough to like introduce all the main.
You got 12 and 2.
Oh
no! Why did you had? Oh, they were gray, so it's empty.
Who knew we were so low?
2 deaths, man. It's normal. It's totally normal. It's totally normal.
The difficulty's normal.
That's what 2D.
But now the big question is, when is the last time I saved?